And what's cracking, guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's very quick analysis on Cardano. I know I'm saying very quick analysis, but honestly, I don't know. It could be quick, it could not be quick, but I'm going to try and keep it as quick as possible. Anywho, so here it is, Cardano. I know that Cardano has been a bit, it's been in this range of, it's a stalemate right here. The bulls and the bears are fighting, and I know that people are getting sort of shook out of their positions, loose hands all over the place. And you know what? I don't blame you guys. We've been waiting on Cardano to make a move for a very, very long time. Now, as far as my position on Cardano is concerned, it is still intact. So here's what we're going to be talking about today. I'll be telling you what I think about Cardano on the lower time frames. Essentially, do we see another move to the downside on the lower time frames? I'm talking about the 4-hour time frame, 12-hour daily, maybe even. And what I think about Cardano through a macro standpoint. Do I still think we're in a bull run right here? Because that's very important. Right? Because ultimately, as traders, guys, you always want to be preemptive about your decision making because that's where the money is made. I know everyone's looking at this picture and be like, Cardano's bearish. Yeah, well, we can see that. It's the traders who are able to foresee what comes next. Those are the traders who actually win out. To give you an example, Sean right here, now this he posted back in Jan of 2023. He was actually calling for Bitcoin at 24K and then 42K when Bitcoin was only hovering at 16.9K. He put his entire analysis on Twitter. This is where the money is made. If you are able to be preemptive, if you got the skills to know how to read the chart, to then be able to anticipate the next mega move that no one else is seeing, that's where the money is made. Okay, so this is what we are trying to achieve right here. Now, to get a good grip on Cardano, guys, let's start off with our objective indicators first because it's very easy to fall victim to our emotions, okay, and to let loose, to let go of our bags and to let go of our positions, but that's always the worst. So in order to make sure that we don't fall victim to our emotions, let's go ahead and start off with objective indicator number 1, which is the Mango dashboard. Now, you guys can find this on app.mangoresearch.co. The dashboard is going to help you understand who's got the edge on any time frame that you're trading on. Okay, now I'm trading Cardano on the higher time frames, so I'll be looking at it through the macro scale. But hey, you might be trading it on the 4-hour time frame and on the daily time frame. Your risk parameters change completely. I have a lot more buffer room than you do. Okay, so it's very important to understand how your position is going to fare depending on the time frame that you're trading on, and the dashboard is going to help you with just that. Okay, now before I filter out Cardano from this list, just a quick note on housekeeping. Under the premium videos section right here, I did post a trade setup a couple of days ago. I posted 2 follow-up videos on the same trade setup. I believe that this trade is about to trigger. The last time we took the same trade, guys, we bagged a good 200% on that move. And yeah, I think it's about to trigger one more time. So I give you the bids, I give you the targets, I give you everything served to you on a platter. Okay, so go ahead and check it out if you haven't already done so. In fact, you know what? Because I'm so bloody excited about this trade, I'm just going to reveal it to you. I'll tell you which coin this is on. This one is actually on FTM. Brett, just today, he posted on the Discord chat. He says, hey, Crash Talk. Now, Brett, understand, guys, is a seedling. So he's got the basic foundations to be able to take trades with conviction, even if it is a trade setup presented to him. Ultimately, you're going to see a lot of trade setups out there. There's a lot of alpha out there. Question is, do you have the conviction to put on the trade, right? So the conviction is going to come from your skill. Do you have the skill? Do you have that foundational knowledge to be like, you know what? I can do this. I can put on this trade and I know how to manage it, right? We can give you the bids. We can even give you the invalidations and the target. Question is, can you execute? Now, Brett knows how to execute because I know he caught the last FTM trade that I presented to him. So we pretty much ran FTM together. So he says, hey, Crash Talk, just caught your latest premium video on FTM. Funny to watch this a few days after you made it, and the scenario plays out as you laid it out. Did you get filled on yesterday's wick down to the 10 kitten? Great TA, amazing. Seriously, you guys lay out so much alpha. And guys, there is a lot of alpha right now in the Discord chat for free. Go ahead and check it out, as well as under the premium video section right here. So Sean did post about this today. So yeah, just a heads up, make sure you're keeping up with the Discord as well as the Mango dashboard premium videos, okay? So now let's go ahead and filter out Cardano from this list. ADA USDT right here on the drop down. So now here's what Cardano's trend and volatility profile is telling us. It's telling us that, hey, the bulls are in control on the lower time frames. I'm in agreement, completely in agreement. So the 4-hour time frame, 12-hour time frame, we still could see a bit more of a bleed there. Okay, and you can see right here under the returns. Now, if you caught these trades on the short end, say you decided to short Cardano when these reversals came in, you're up a good 5% on the 4-hour time frame. But what this is also telling me is that the bears are seeing follow through. Okay, they're showing their hand here. They have strength in them. And more importantly, look at the volatility profile, 66 and 27. That's actually pretty healthy, telling me that the bears still might have more fuel left in them to take Cardano down a bit further. Okay, so as far as the lower time frames are concerned, I believe there could be a bit more of a meltdown at this current point in time. Okay, now the higher time frames. I know that you guys are probably looking at the higher time frames and you're like, well, oh shit. Are you saying that the meltdown is going to continue into the higher time frames because the 4-day time frame and the weekly time frame are also short, right? However, check out the flags. We have potential bullish divergence on the 4-day time frame. Now, this picture is not an ordinary picture, guys, because price is falling right now. But what if I told you we were falling into macro support? So price is falling into macro support, and now we also have potential bullish divergence. I will not be surprised if the bulls actually step in right here. Okay, but I want them to step in right here. If the bulls have to show their hand on any region right now, it has to be here. Okay, let me show you what it is that I'm seeing. Get into ADA. Okay, get into your weekly time frame first. Right, I had drawn out for you 3 battle zones previously. The first one was right here, 40 to 45 cents. Second one came in here at around 59 to 68. And the third one is just one region right here at around $1.16. And now currently we are, the bulls and the bears are battling out at the 40 to 45 cent zone. Now this is very, very important as to who wins here. Okay, because you can see throughout this entire bear market, right, prices got up to 45, got rejected once, twice, thrice. Even the 4th time right here, consolidated on it, put in a beautiful ascending triangle, and then boom, off to the races, right? That was a crazy impulsive 50% move to the upside. Now, once again, we've seen a meltdown back into the same battle zone. But now question is, who's winning it right here? Well, depending on where these candles close relative to the zone, that's going to give you a tip on who's winning. So far on the week of 6th of May, we did see a close into that zone, but the bulls managed to reclaim it once again. So currently we're hovering over 45 cents, hovering over the battle zone. Okay, so now this is macro support. So yeah, price is falling on the lower time frames, but into macro support. We cannot ignore this because oftentimes this is where the bulls actually start stepping in. Okay, but now it's not just price falling into macro support. Now, along with this, we have bullish divergence in the 4-day time frame. Let's get into the 4-day time frame. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and plot out that bullish divergence. Now, this is so minute, and this is where the dashboard really comes in clutch. Because oftentimes, there are some divergence plays that are so they're so close that you don't even see them until there's a signal that goes off, like an actual signal like the one that we have on the dashboard. But let me show you where the divergence play actually comes in at. Okay, it comes in right here. Okay, I want you guys to focus on the RSI, which is the bottom oscillator. We actually have a higher low on the RSI, but in that same corresponding period, kid you not, just go ahead and look at the lows. That same corresponding period, we have an ever so slight lower low on price action. Now you're probably wondering, okay, when in the world is this trigger? I'm going to keep this as simple as possible to give us even a bit more breathing room, to keep us safe. I believe that this bullish divergence comes to the forefront as soon as we start living over the 4-day 21 EMA right here. Okay, 4-day 21 EMA, for those of you who want to take note of the number, please go ahead and do so, although you can just pull it up on your chart, comes in at around 50 cents. Okay, that is the 4-day 21 EMA right there. So that's what I'll be looking for the divergence play to trigger. Okay, but in addition to this, I don't think it's all done for the bulls because there's a bit of a, like I said, there's a battle going on right here, and I think that is very, very visible on the daily time frame. Take you on over to the daily time frame, and you can see a pattern, which is almost like a symmetrical triangle in when you look at it through a psychological standpoint. Okay, this is it. This is the symmetrical triangle-like formation. You're seeing a series of higher lows, but also lower highs. So if the bulls manage to, well, reclaim that 4-day 21 EMA, or hell, even if we start taking out this wick high right here, right on the daily time frame, I believe that the bulls are taking over in earnest. At that point, I'll be looking towards the measured move of this beautiful pattern, which would likely take Cardano all the way up to the second battle zone at around 65 cents. Now, this is the bullish scenario, right? Right now, as things stand, guys, on the weekly time frame, I'll be honest with you, okay? Based on where price is at right now, this region right here, because we're on a crazy battle zone, this appears to be more of a bid opportunity than a sell opportunity, okay? And why is that? Because what are good bids? Good bids are bids that are easy to manage, positions that are easy to manage. Because say on this next week, you know, if Cardano actually breaks 45 cents to the downside. We close a candle underneath 45 cents. I'm saying you're invalidated on the trade. Chances are we're coming all the way down to the bottom of the zone. But you know that. You know that very, very fast. You have to wait very little time to know when you're invalidated on the trade, to either get validated on the trade or to get invalidated on the trade, right? And you also get to stay very close to your bid if you catch a bid on that 45 cent region, because ultimately if you get invalidated, quite often you're going to see a retest of your bid zone and then a meltdown. But the retest gives you an opportunity to get out of a sticky trade. But more importantly, in confluence with this being a better bid region than a sell region is this. If I go ahead and turn on the Mango lifeline indicator. Perfect. Here on the weekly time frame, it's on. Now check this out. The lifeline is also telling us right now Cardano's primary bias on the high time frames is still bullish. The candles are still green. If it's green, the primary bias is bullish. If it's red, as it was right here, the primary bias is bearish. Okay, so now it's still green, and more importantly, it's not just about bullish or bearish, right? The next thing you want to know is, hey, is this a buy? Should I be buying here? Well, it gives you the buy opportunities. And check this out for confluence. The buy opportunity, which is at 45 cents according to the Mango lifeline indicator, also lines up with what? Our battle zone, right? And this is what I mean by this is a better bid than it is a sell, because we're sitting smack on support. Okay, if you're wrong, you know very, very fast on this next upcoming weekly close. But I'll still say one thing, get greedy on the bid, okay? Because the lower time frames are telling you that you could get a tad bit of a pullback, capitalize on the pullback when you get it. So get greedy on the bid. Try and actually score 45 cents, 44 cents on the bid. Alrighty, but now this is your 360 analysis. Now, of course, guys, if you're looking to actually trade these markets actively this cycle and you want to be more preemptive about your decision making, you want to be able to call for this, where Bitcoin was at 16K, you are looking at 24K and 42K, you essentially want to pull on, then honestly, there's no better stop than the Mango Seed program. Actually, just jump in, get into the testimonial section in the Discord chat, go ahead and check out just how many lives the Seed program has changed. You can also get into the mangoway.com/seed and check out the curriculum to see exactly what it is that you will be learning throughout the program. I promise you it is going to set you up for the rest of the cycles to come. Not just this one, not just in crypto, but in TradFi as well. Alrighty, now I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the likes. I'll now see you in the next one with this. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the Mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.